Hi there, welcome to Two for Tuesday. I am Mo McClanahan and I am the Director of Training and Education for Safe Surfing. I am also an investigator with the Christiansburg Police Department, where I work internet crimes against children. And we've brought Two for Tuesdays to you in order to really just continue educating parents and hoping that this is a platform where you can share with other parents without having to be in person, because a lot of our presentations have been canceled due to COVID. And with the schools that initially closed and a lot of people are still doing virtual learning, our kids are getting more and more screen time. And so I wanted to have a safe place where you guys can come to me and have some tips about internet safety that will best help you safeguard your kids, and then share it with friends and neighbors so they can too have some of the tips to protect their kids. And last week I talked about, being a good neighbor and standing up for other kids, and really going back to the mentality of it takes a village to raise these children, because now more than ever, we really do need to look out for each other. And where parents are working, either they're remote as well and they're working from home, or if parents are still going in the office and the kids are at home doing virtual learning, like there's so many different dynamics that parents are just busy. We're all busy, living busy lives, living lives online. And so I wanted to really just start this, and Safe Surfing has really helped me be that platform. So tonight, I do want to talk about some of the questions that I'd been receiving over the last week, actually. So I've gotten a couple questions, and so I thought that that would be a good topic to really talk about tonight. And one of the questions was a specific app called Discord, and what my opinions were on it, what it was. And honestly, if your child has an app that is called Discord, and it's DISCORD, or the initials that they use is DC, that app is really just a messaging board. There are separate chat rooms that they can go into. There's different servers that they can go into. They can search for specific topics or specific people that they're looking to talk to, some of their fetishes. I mean, it's really wide open. And so when my friend had asked me about that app, I immediately said that that is a very dangerous app for any child to be using, because most of the people on there are going to be adults, and there are areas inside of that app that are specific to child predators. And so once somebody gets in there, it's just kind of a loophole where they can just get caught up in the wrong places, and they can not really know where to go from there. And so definitely have that blocked on your device, and really learn a little bit more about some of the apps that your children are asking about. A lot of times parents, we just don't have the time to go through and research everything, which I totally get. Even being in law enforcement, I'm still learning about new ones. I actually learned of a new one today that I need to do research on. And if your kid is asking you for that app, then take the time. If it's important, take the time and learn about it. Ask your child why they want to use it, who they're going to talk to on there, and just see if it's something that's appropriate for them. I will also warn you that if it's an app where there's a lot of children, then it's going to be pretty much a preying zone for the predators out there. They're going to go where the kids go. When I give my in-person presentations and I have this PowerPoint and I'm talking about some of the social media that kids are using, I put up this graphic and it has like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Kik, Whisper, WhatsApp, all of these very popular apps. And when I put it up there, I said, this is what the kids are using, so this is what I'm using when I work in an undercover capacity. And if I'm using it and they're using it, who else do you think is using it? And bottom line is that's where the predators are going to go, where the kids are at. And nowadays, kids are just looking for connection because they're not getting it face to face. And so they're going to be online in these apps more than ever. So, one, research the apps. Discord is definitely a dangerous app for children. And then another question that I got, and I've answered this in several different, some of the other episodes, and that is, what is the appropriate age for a child to have a cell phone, to have a smartphone? And my rule of thumb is always 13 and over. 13 should be the minimum age, and that's because of the Privacy Protection Act that states that some of these big companies, they can't be collecting data on children under the age of 13. And this was really put in play so parents could have a little bit of control of who has their children's information or data. And having said that, yes, you can go into an app and make up a year of birth and lie about your age to receive a profile, but that is, one, teaching the child to be deceitful from the beginning, and two, it's really putting them in a dangerous position to become victimized and to be exposed to material that is not appropriate for their age. I have several cases that come across my desk. Just today, I had one 12-year-old on social media. I have a lot of 11-year-olds. I've had as young as 9 years old being on social media because they're making up a fake year of birth, and therefore they have exposure to the whole world. I can tell you that platforms like Facebook and Instagram, they're specific about wanting to know the ages of your child if they are going to be using that app, because they have put safeguards in their settings already for any child between the ages of 13 and 16. So they have special settings when you're truthful and you put in that profile and the year of birth to match your child, then they're already actively protecting your child. So just some of the things to think about. I, again, have always said that, you know, a child under the age of 13, there's no reason to have a smartphone, because smartphones are just access to social media, to the internet. They still make flip phones. So if you have a child and you're worried because they're at home or they're doing the remote learning and you're still having to go into work, I get it. It's a very crazy time, and for parents to just not know how to stay in touch with their child, and they're thinking about what if there's an emergency, and I understand that, but there are the flip phones, and if you have the internet at your home, your internet actually has a phone number connected to it. And so you just have to go back out and buy a cordless phone, or, you know, like an old-timey phone, and hook that into your internet, into the jack, and it'll be connected to that number that's assigned to your subscriber information, to your account. And if you're not quite sure what that number is, make sure you just contact your internet provider, and they will tell you how to do that, what type of phone to get, and you'll still have access to your kids. Another idea is maybe the Blink in-home security cameras. So you can actually talk on those. They're Wi-Fi. They're pretty protected because they will have your Wi-Fi password in them, and you can check in on your kids. So again, 2 for Tuesday is I bring up 2 topics and then 2 ways to safeguard your children. So I hope that was helpful for you tonight. And again, our time has changed from 7 p.m. EST to 8 p.m. EST. And if you ever have questions, make sure you send us a DM and somebody will get back to you and we'll get it answered. If it's a topic that you would like for me to go over next week, please send that our way. And again, if this was helpful and you think somebody else would benefit from it, make sure you share it and send some people our way so we can continue to educate and empower you guys so you can better safeguard your kids and just have a little less stress on your plate, because there's enough going on in the world. Knowing that your kids are protected, that is one place that you definitely want to feel a little bit more calm and peace with. So, all right, guys, hope you have a great night, and we'll catch you next Tuesday.